This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the Smart Whirlpool Top Load Washer, featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Join us tonight at 6 p.m. It's I'm Listening, a great show about destigmatizing conversations about mental health. And it is a live 2-hour show. Some of the biggest names in music and sports. And you're going to get some insight from some of the most respected mental health professionals. And it is all to make you understand that mental health is as important as any other health kind of thing you can do in your life, career kind of thing you can do in your life. Man, I know from experience, man, mental health is a cool thing to take care of. And you're going to hear from some great people that we know, like Wolfgang Van Halen. As you know, he's Eddie's son, and yep. Wolfgang obviously has gone through some grieving lately because of the loss of his dad, and he's going to speak out about mental health. And, you know, athletes, a lot of athletes have to deal with this. So Kevin Love of the Cleveland Cavaliers is going to be on I'm Listening talking about it. Many, many more people are going to be speaking about the fact that it is okay to not be okay. And it'll help you realize that you are not alone. A lot of people are going through what you're going through, and it is okay. It really is. And if you want more info, you know where to go. Just go to KISW.com. Listen right here, by the way. It'll be on KISW. It'll be on the Odyssey app. All the info also is as well at imlistening.org.
Let's play Beat Migs. It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs. You're a loser. It is time to beat Migs. And it's Thursday, so let's get cracking. Release the Kraken. Cracking Thursdays, powered by Coors Light. Danny's rocking his jersey. Steve, I figured you'd be rocking yours as well.
No, today I decided to wear the shirt that the team gave me. It's the I tried out for the Kraken, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
though.
a really nice shirt. Actually, it's pretty awesome. It's like one of those athletic shirts that the players wear. And for all of us that did the tryouts for the emergency backup goalie for the Kraken, they gave us all these shirts.
Wow. Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, I thought that was a really nice thing that they did.
That's amazing. I'd frame that thing. I guess you can wear it.
I need to wear it at least once. Now I say it's game worn.
There you go.
Yeah, that's it. And it's moisture wicking, so if I sweat today, I'm in a good spot.
Nice. Oh, yeah. Well, we're all grateful for that.
Yes.
Let's get to our contestant today. We got Sawyer and Sammamish. Sawyer, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, Sawyer will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Sawyer, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Go Kraken.
Nice. Which Avengers actor co-stars alongside Zach Galifianakis in the 2010 comedy Due Date?
Pass.
Which U.S. state capital took its name from the French for red stick?
Pass.
Tom Petty passed away in what year?
Year 2006,
No.
2008, 2009,
No. The Office debuted in the U.S. in what mid-2000s year?
2004,
No.
2003,
No.
2006,
No. What country was Chris Hemsworth born in?
Australia,
Yes. What is the dog companion of Garfield?
massive.
No. Oh, dear.
Oh, jeez. Pass. We're going to pass that.
What U.S. city is home to the neighborhood of Little Havana?
Cuba?
No.
I'm going to pass. I have no idea.
Ooh, Sawyer got one correct.
Okay, then. Woo! Look at Sawyer go.
Ooh, these are
Sawyer go.
these are tough questions.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they're as tough for Steve, and I don't think so.
Well, some of them are.
Yeah, and I mean, he's a good guesser. Like, Steve's been pulling them out from strange places, so we'll have to see whether or not he can make that happen this time.
My brain. I should pull them out from my brain.
Oh, your brain. I didn't know that's where they were located. Mm-hmm. You ready?
Release the Kraken.
Which Avengers actor co-stars alongside Zach Galifianakis in the 2010 comedy Due Date?
Steve Carell.
No.
Oh, crap. Seth Rogen?
No.
Robert Downey Jr.
Well, yes.
Wow.
What U.S. state capital took its name from the French for red stick?
What?
What U.S. capital took its name from the French for red stick?
Baton Rouge?
Yes. Tom Petty passed away in what year?
2020?
No.
2019?
No.
2018?
No. The Office debuted in the U.S. in what mid-2000s year?
2004?
No.
2005?
Yes. What country was Chris Hemsworth born in?
England?
No.
Australia?
Yes. Who is the dog companion of Garfield?
Marmaduke?
No.
Oh, Odie?
Yes. What U.S. city is home to the neighborhood of Little Havana?
Miami?
Yes. What is the geometric shape of a traditional stop sign?
It's an octagon.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You win 7-1.
Yeah, that was. Sorry, Sawyer.
Outside of Sawyer's wheelhouse there, I guess.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, thanks for playing, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stop calling. Sorry, boys.
It's all good. You don't have to stop calling. You can try again. Maybe reading an encyclopedia or something. I don't know.
Well, some of these questions really don't hit a young person's wheelhouse, though, Rev. I think maybe you might have to start digging into some, I don't know, millennial and Gen Z questions, maybe?
What? I mean, come on. Like, Due Date came out in 2010. The kid was alive at that point in time, right?
2010, yeah. Well, I guess.
But where in the encyclopedia is office trivia?
Yeah.
One of the newer editions of encyclopedias.
Yeah, and Due Date's not exactly the most popular movie either one of those guys has ever done.
I'm actually more surprised at the fact that I said which Avengers actor. Steve mentioned two actors who were definitely not in Avengers and then pulled Robert Downey Jr. out of his brain.
I didn't even hear you say Avengers actor.
Yeah, I said Avengers actor, and you went with like Steve Carell and people who are just not
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen.
Part. Yeah, I didn't even hear the Avengers part. That would have definitely given it to me because I just could not remember it. But I was like, oh yeah, it was him and Robert Downey Jr.
Good call, man. Wow. And then the only one you didn't get to that you got to was, or didn't get, was Tom Petty passed away in what year?
2017.
Yeah, 2017 was basically the only one recently that you didn't guess. So congratulations on your dominant win there.
Thank you.
That was a good win, no doubt about it.
I agree.
There's a Michigan-based plastic surgeon. His name is Anthony, and he just shared 3 crazy things that you did not know about plastic surgery.
Here are 3 crazy things you didn't know about plastic surgery. If you smoke and have a breast reduction, your nipples can turn black and fall off. You'll have, no nipples. If you've had a nose job, there's a good chance that your surgeon stuffed cocaine up your nose, so you've done coke. Sometimes plastic surgeons insert pig skin from pigs, into breasts to help reduce complications from breast implants. This is what it looks like. Pig skin.
Huh.
Wow. Okay.
So if you smoke, your nipples will turn black?
That's what he's saying. I did not know that. I don't know why that happens.
Or is he just making these up?
Well, I said smoke and get a breast reduction.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Oh, breast reduction.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
So maybe that has something to do with the smoke gets to your nipples easier?
Looking online, just from CNN, it says because of the mechanics of blood flow, when the blood supply is inadequate, which occurs with smoking, the tiniest veins often fail. So it sounds, that's basically the veins will just dry up and go away. Then you won't get any blood to your nipples and they'll fall off.
Oh, good thing I don't smoke. Not
Right?
to get a breast reduction.
I didn't know your nipples could fall off ever. Wow.
That'd be such a trip. Imagine you're having a moment, you meet somebody and go back and then all of a sudden, whoop, where are your nips? Whoop.
They fell off, man.
I'm a zombie. That's what's happening.
That's what it is. Wow. He also gave body hack tips on getting rid of hiccups, curing a brain freeze, and feeling less pain while getting an injection or vaccine poke.
Hiccups. To get rid of hiccups, put 2 fingers right in front of your wrist crease and press down while you hold your breath for a few seconds. Oh, I just ate some ice cream and now I've got brain freeze. Try this. Press your tongue up to the roof for several seconds. That will warm your soft palate and make your brain freeze go away. I'm supposed to get a shot, but I'm so nervous it's going to hurt. I gotcha. When you're getting the shot, scratch the area right next to it. That's going to confuse your nerves and make it not hurt.
Scratch where?
The area that you're about to get the poke in.
Oh, really?
It'll confuse your nerves.
Oh.
The brain freeze one I never knew.
I knew about that one because I eat ice cream way too fast all of the time.
Yeah, I definitely want to apply that one of these days because I know it's going to happen again.
Scratch scratch the injection spot right before he gives it
right
to me.
next to it, right next to the injection spot. So that way it confuses. So your nerves next to it are firing as opposed to where they put the needle.
Oh wow! All right, I'm gonna have to give that a try. And it's like, okay, before you give me the needle, I got a trick there, Pally. Where are you gonna give it to me?
They'll be like, what drug are you on, sir?
Don't worry.
I'm gonna see if the injector person knows that, because why wouldn't they tell us that? That would that's the greatest life hack ever. All of us are getting poked these days. I mean, that's flu shots and COVID and all that. No one's ever told me to scratch. That guy's a genius.
That's so funny, the things that we all latched onto that we liked. Like, I like the one with the brain freeze. Mm-hmm. The hiccups one, though, is worth a shot.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I had the hiccups yesterday. It made me so mad. It was every time it would be a hiccup and then a swear word. My wife was cracking up.
Here's the problem with the tongue thing, though, and this is why, and somebody told me to do a different thing, because if your tongue is cold, I don't know how it's going to help, but I was told to breathe in air and breathe it in so that it goes, breathe in through my mouth, and so that it hits the upper palate, which does the same thing. Will warm those little, basically the nerve stuff up there that makes your cold brain thing.
Mm.
So I don't know. We'll see how it all works. I'll try the tongue up there because I get brain freeze a lot. Maybe I should scratch my tongue. Maybe that'll do it.
Yeah, just feverishly try to do that.
Yeah.
And then also take your 2 fingers and shove them up your mouth and
that's it.
And breathe.
There we go.
Yeah, do all of them.
Do them all at the same time.
Steve, you were pantomiming. Take your 2 fingers and shove them up. And I'm like, I don't know where this is going. I hope we're still on the air after he's done.
So this guy, what he got, like a TikTok where he just gives all these random tips? I got to imagine.
And he puts these filters on too, which is kind of cool. Like he'll have a filter him wearing like a long blonde wig, and
he's at work, so he's clearly not busy.
I actually have been following for a while because he's really funny. He's got a feud with another plastic surgeon saying that he's awful and doesn't know anything. But he does a lot of just funny videos, whether it's anything to do with plastic surgery or just for funsies.
Just doesn't matter, man. There's always going to be people having beef with each other.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I think in one of those, one of the comments he writes, if you, for another hack, if you are constipated and need a BM, go watch this other doctor's TikTok videos and that'll make you go.
Damn. He's got over 5 million followers.
Oh, yeah. He's really funny.
Wow. 5 million followers. I bet he gets a lot of business because of that. Good for him. Yeah. Well, there you go, Steve. Just another person who's successful on the internet, and we're not.
Well, he's also a doctor.
Yeah. He makes a decent amount of money anyways.
Oh, okay. So it's all right. That doesn't make me feel better, Vicky. Well, not only
he should have been a doctor.
He's not only very popular on TikTok, he's also massively successful.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, he's awesome. He's pretty handsome too, BJ.
He is.
Anything else? Okay, thanks, Vic. Anything else you want to say to make me feel? I already feel like the guy's a big winner over me. That's great. Okay. Well, it is time for Listeners on the Loose. He doesn't have that, does he, Steve?
He doesn't need it.
Oh, great. Thank you, Vicky Jr. Thanks a lot. Jesus. Why do I come here? What's the point?
I ask that every morning.
I was miserable before I met you people, and you still found a way to take it to the next level. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What do you want to talk about? We got your calls, we got your texts. We'll take those at 9:20 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose, brought to you by Spartan Plumbing. Listeners on the Loose, where you pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. To get your opinions heard, you must follow one simple rule.
And that's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, VJ will have to gong them. And then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
So I just said, my wife and I were just talking about the things that you should not do after 30, and it was a fun chat. I was wondering what you guys think of these ones. So they have 3 things that they feel that you should not do after the age of 30.
I like this because I think a lot of people could use a list like this because they just don't know.
Okay. All right. First thing that you should not do after the age of 30, Snapchat.
Oh, really? Well, I never really did much of Snapchat, so I don't know.
Man. It's such a great time on that thing.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, is anybody doing Snapchat anymore? I feel like TikTok has replaced Snapchat.
My cousin gave me a big old lecture about how I needed to be on Snapchat because that's the only place he shares stuff, and I need to know what's going on in his life. And I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, well, I have one of my buddies, though. He likes to put on Snapchat the things that he does not want to put on Twitter, like his draft folder, and it's always like super inappropriate things. So I check my Snapchat just for that because every once in a while he'll send one, and I'm just like, he's like, should I tweet this? And it's like something that's just like, no, absolutely not. You should not tweet. It's so funny, but like it's like one of those things. Like it's like that's the only really fun part about Snapchat. Okay, here's the next one then. You should not do after 30, according to this man and his wife. They're official authorities on what to do after 30. You should not be couch surfing after the age of 30.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I slept on a couch last night, the night before.
Really? Was it your own
house.
couch?
No, I went to that concert with Ted.
Oh.
And then, because we were drinking, so I wasn't going to do any driving, so passed out on his couch. I was couch surfing.
You know what? And you're well past 30, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. I will tell you this. I feel like when you're in your 40s, I'm a guest bedroom kind of guy. It's like you need to have a mattress for me to sleep on.
I will not come to your house if you don't have a guest bedroom for me.
Or at least an inflatable mattress in a quiet private room.
Yeah, maybe that's in your 30s you can do that, but yeah, I can't do inflatables or futons. You got to have a bed that's a normal bed.
Some of these inflatables are really nice, though.
We have a really nice inflatable mattress.
Okay, I got news for you.
Even the in-laws like it.
What's wrong with the couch, though? The couch was comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, look, if you can do it, you can do it. But
I did it.
And I feel so badly because we did use an inflatable mattress for my in-laws, and they were like in their 50s, close to 60, and that thing's on the ground, and like they had a hard time getting in and out of that thing the entire time, but we didn't have any money, and so I always thought they might want to invest in getting us a bed for them, but they never did it, and I'm like, all right, well, and you're going to get the inflatable mattress. But I would challenge all of you. You know what? There's no inflatable mattress that can beat a beautiful Tempur-Pedic. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You also went Tempur-Pedic.
Yeah, well, my friend actually, I was at their house and they didn't have a Tempur-Pedic, but they had the regular mattress and they give you that little fluffy topper that you can get. And that's good enough too. But I'm sorry.
With the rules that you have, you should just get a hotel room.
Yeah. That's what I usually do.
I was going to say, I did not have a problem sleeping on the couch at all.
You know what? If you don't have any back issues, I think if you started getting some back issues, you'd realize that you really need to be sleeping on the right surface. And usually couches don't have the kind of support you need if you have back issues. So you're lucky. You probably don't have them. And you can still, at your age, sleep on a couch.
I don't know. Like when I go spend the night at my parents' house, I either sleep on their new couch, which is the same one I have, and it's more comfortable than sleeping on the guest bed, which really is my little brother's bed. But honestly, there's some mattresses I'd rather sleep on the couch. That couch is so nice.
I'd have to see this couch.
Yeah, good firm couch.
Oh yeah,
forget about it.
Oh.
Forget about it.
Oh, see, I see the firm. Well, maybe I'm just spoiled. That's what it is.
Plus the big TVs right there, usually in the same living room area.
All right, so you guys are all, you don't believe in this rule of couch surfing. Okay.
Well, they bring up a good point. A texter says, when they say couch surfing, I believe that means you don't have your own place to live and you're just crashing on people's couches because you don't have a bed.
Yeah, this is like you're not living anywhere. You're crashing on for extended periods of time.
You should be done with that by your 30.
You would hope. I mean, unless there's something awful happened in your life where this is just all you have is a crash on somebody's couch. But I mean, yeah, at that point, you shouldn't be couch surfing.
Yeah, I'm 100% behind that.
All right, that's fair. All right, so they got one more. Let's see if you guys agree with this one.
These are things that you should stop doing after you turn 30.
Yes. Having unframed movie posters hanging on the wall.
Unframed movie posters.
Very specific.
Yeah. No,
so
I know what they're saying.
My favorite hockey player, that could still be unframed.
Yeah. I don't have movie posters, but I have a lot of band posters that are unframed.
Yeah, they shouldn't. You know, they're right. When you're older, you need to frame those bad boys up. It does add a little bit more class.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they don't have to be expensive frames. You just go out and, whatever.
At least get the nice thumbtacks, Danny.
I do have the nice thumbtacks.
Okay, not
the different colored ones that are just like a red and a blue.
They're all uniform. They're all clear, so that way you can't even see them.
Perfect.
See, I'd rather, if you're going to be doing that no frame, they sell like the little putty you put behind it, so that way you're not making holes in your poster.
I like the holes. That crap stains the walls.
Does it really?
It has for me in the past. When I was in college.
Oh, crap.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, man. They have another product.
They've improved over the years, though.
The technology.
Yeah. I think they have another product. I don't know if it's the Command people. You know how you can hang it. They got something that you can do. That,
the 3M people. Yeah. I use that.
It's like a thumbtack replacement thing. So maybe they got that. But still, man, you know what? I 100% agree with these texters. I really
just
do.
one texter.
Yeah. Well, that was a couple. I thought it was the guy and his wife. So I agree with them. Yeah. So I agree with the couple. I think they're onto something. And Steve, maybe you ought to rethink your life. You and Ted. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Maybe I'll work on that. I'll call him today and be like, Ted, we need to rethink our lives.
Yeah, Ted that's why I don't go over Ted's. He doesn't have a guest bedroom. That was the only reason. He's invited me many times.
All the time.
Yeah, no guest bedroom. I'm not coming, buddy. You got to...
We continued our trend of getting wasted and forgetting that we bought ice cream treats for us to have when we get back from a place. Every time we do this, we never remember to. So we went to this place to get more beer. That way, when we're done with the concert, we're like, "Oh, you have some beer at the house when we get back to your place." And I was like, "Let's grab ice cream sandwiches too, because that'd be awesome." And when we get back, we just got so wasted we forgot that we had those.
Please tell me you at least put them in the freezer and they didn't melt in the counter.
They were in the freezer.
Okay,
yes,
nice.
Oh, man. Now he's got great ice cream sandwiches. You got nothing.
Every time. He's always got something left over. Last time it was like a tub of Ben & Jerry's. And then we also had the debacle with the shake from Dick's. We put that in the freezer. It was too hard by the time that was the one time where we actually did remember. Yeah. And it was frozen solid. Oh. Because we're stupid.
Yeah. Sorry about that, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you like the show? You have a good time?
Oh, it was a fantastic time. It was just great to be at a show around people again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was at the Showbox Soto. It was nuts though when we got there because you got everything like ID and card check and all that stuff going on. The lines took forever.
Yeah,
but the nice thing
about that,
is that Showbox Soto across the street is Hooverville, which you could see right across and see how the line's doing. Yeah. So we're like, why wait in line when we could go to the bar and just drink? So we just posted up at the bar at Hooverville and just had a few drinks and just watched that line eventually get. I mean, granted, we missed a couple songs when the show started, but I'd rather miss a song or two than just be standing in line that whole time.
Oh yeah, dude, I forgot about that. It's a whole new world now with the fact that they've got to check ID and they got to check Vax cards.
And our mentality was, the doors open at 7, show starts at 8. Let's roll in a little bit after 8 because there's an opener. And there'll be no line. Well, I think everybody and their sister decided the same tactic.
No.
Because according to some people, are like, there was no line at 7. Like, you could have just walked right in.
So that's the new thing. You've got to go to the opener because nobody goes to the opener.
Pretty much. At least a group of people that, but it was still cool to be around people and enjoying music again.
Hey, and you didn't break your foot like some losers who break their feet at concerts.
That's a good point. No broken body parts. Made it back in one tact.
And I am still confused because I've gone to some places and they haven't checked for my Vax card, so I don't know who checks and who doesn't. But luckily, I got it on my phone. But I mean, I forgot about line, Steve. Man, I got to keep that in mind.
But yeah, because
you're going to go to a place,
because it's no different than like a driver's license. You have people fumbling in their wallets, trying to find things, or on their phone, trying to find like the picture that has it, scrolling through a million pictures.
Yeah, and pretty soon though, it's all going to be the phone. I think this new iOS 15 is the one where you can put your driver's license on there. I believe I read that's the new one that we can. Yeah, you can put your You can put your driver's license, I think, on the iOS 15. Look that up to see if I'm out of my mind.
So if I get like pulled over for speeding, I'm just going to have to just hand over my cell phone?
Well, some states are saying it's okay, like they'll accept it. I don't know if our state's one of them, but I believe iOS 15 is what allows you to do it, whether or not you want to or not. But it might be handy just so you don't have to pull it out of your wallet and you can just look on your phone.
Yeah, it looks like Arizona and Georgia will be the first states, and then Connecticut, Iowa, Kentucky, Maryland, and Oklahoma and Utah will be next.
Not us.
Not us.
Not us.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know if they'll accept it, but I wonder if we still can do it. I mean, with the software, I don't know, but either way, I'm gonna experiment when I download iOS 15. Though I think I'm gonna wait. I've already ordered a new phone. I've done it. I ordered an iPhone without even seeing it.
Oh, wow!
I decided to do it because my 2 years were up, and I usually get a new one every 2 years because usually it slows down, and I don't like it. And Joey D's came over and said, "Hey, let's get new phones. We'll order them online." I go, "Online? I've never done that. I always go to the store." And he's like, "Well, it won't be there for you if you order it for the store."
He's like, "It's 2021, Grandpa. Time to get with the times."
I was going to go to the store tomorrow to go get one, too.
It's 2021, Grandma.
Come
on, Grandma.
Yeah, mine's not going to be the one that I want. Won't be here till October.
What?
And I ordered it at, and Apple has their own little app to order stuff from on their own phone, the Apple Store, which even Joey D's didn't know about that. So Grandpa taught him something, Steve.
But October's like a little over a week away. It's not like that far.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right.
You made it sound like I'm not getting it in until October
of 2025.
Wait, are you saying it's not July anymore?
Yeah, you're right. I
This year's
forgot.
gone by so quick.
You're right. October's coming up, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, well,
Like
maybe
8 days or something.
I think I got to wait a week or two or so. But I'm getting the new blue one. There's a new sapphire blue or cobalt blue. Aren't I fancy?
Oh, match your Kraken jersey that maybe you'll get for your holidays.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I will. Probably not. KISW is presenting Ghost and Volbeat as we're talking about, hey, you can see shows again. That's going to be happening at Climate Pledge Arena on January 27th. You can listen all this week between 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. to get the code word. Then head to the contest page at KISW.com to enter for your chance to win tickets to the show. The code word for this hour is Ghost. Oh, I get it, because they're one of them. The code word is Ghost. Tickets go on sale starting tomorrow at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. You want the info? You know where to go. KISW.com. You pick the topic. You guide the show. It is Listeners on the Loose. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Or if you calls and texts at 933 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs. Mornings on The Rock. 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the smart Whirlpool top-load washer featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Let's go to Chris in Seattle. Chris, you are on the Rock. Hold on, Chris. I've got you. The button's working. Hold on. No. There we go. Hey, Chris, you're on the Rock.
DJ Shay.
Who cares? All right, what you got for me, buddy?
So I wanted to talk a little Mariners.
Yes. See us rise.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Someone's rising. I don't think it's the Mariners.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. They're done. It's
wow, jeez, man, they're not done.
Okay.
They're 2.5 games out.
I'm sorry. I know, and they've been winning, and they swept the A's. But I looked at the Toronto schedule, and I mean they're playing the Yankees and the Orioles. So whether or not the Yankees or Blue Jays win on that one, one of those two teams is staying in the wild card. And if Toronto's going to beat the Orioles, we already know that. Mariners are out.
Yeah, it's really hard because what you want, I mean, if you're chasing, and they are chasing two teams, and they always say add an extra game for each team that's ahead of you when you get to this part of the season. So really the Mariners are like 4.5 games up because they're behind Toronto and New York for that last wild card spot. They're probably not going to catch Boston. The Red Sox are on a 7-game winning streak right now. So what you would need is Toronto to sweep the Yankees. You would need the Red Sox to sweep the Yankees because then at least they can gain ground on one of the teams. But then you got Toronto that would keep winning and get that second spot. That's what's so hard is the teams you need to beat are all playing each other, which means you can't, they're all not going to lose because of that. And
why do you guys have to bring logic into this? The Mariners are going to do great.
Yeah,
I have a lot of faith until I see 2 X's against those two teams in the wild card spot saying that they're in for sure. I'm going to have hope.
Yep. What you need is you need the Blue Jays to lose every game but against the Yankees.
And that's
then
doable.
You need the Yankees to lose every game and the Mariners to win every game. And then perhaps there's a chance.
All of this seems very reasonable.
Right? Yeah, it's a...
Hey, look, this has been a season that before the season started, we were all giving the Mariners a hard time because they were like, this is going to be another rebuilding year. And we're like, another rebuilding year. And here we are still talking about a potential, even if it's a slim one, that they're going to possibly make the playoffs. I'm very excited.
You're the problem because you have a positive attitude, and it feels like we've been saying stuff like this for a long time. And I feel like you got to put the feet to the fire of Seattle management because what is up with where Tampa Bay just clinched a playoff spot. They are definitely going to the playoffs, and they're a smaller market than we are, and they have no money. They spend nothing on that team. And so my brain goes, how are they able to be, again, winning like their division? They're winning their division with the Red Sox, the Yankees, and the Blue Jays all in that same division, which, by the way, think about that, Steve. All 4 of those teams are vying for playoff spots, except, of course, the Rays are already in. Mm-hmm. How do they do that? They're not spending anywhere near the money that Toronto, Boston, and New York spend. And I think even the Mariners spend more than the Rays. So something's up. I mean, and, fans need to start saying, come on, Seattle Mariners, figure it out.
Well, they're doing good right now. I mean, they're 83 and 69.
Oh, I see.
Nice.
Still nice.
Right? They're still I told you, that's the magic number. As long as they don't lose, again, they will finish off with 69 losses.
Yeah.
That would be pretty awesome if they could just finish off with 69 losses. That would, that wouldn't be bad at all.
My buddy has the best Mariners jersey. So my buddy Guillermo, he got drunk one time at a Mariners game, and he got a custom jersey that says the number 69 in the name, Big Homie. And I'm like, if I see even if I didn't know him, if I saw somebody rocking a Big Homie 69 jersey at a Mariners game, I'd have to buy him a beer.
I will tell you this. If, in fact, it stayed that way, boy, oh boy, would that be sad because that would be a 93 and 69 record, which is a good record. I mean, 93 and 69 is respectable. You get 90 wins in a baseball season, that's respectable. If they could somehow make that happen, Steve. But that means they have to win the rest of them. Yeah. I mean, they got to get it done.
Yeah, I thought there was more than 10 games left.
Oh, you thought there was more than 10 games?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, it's
I didn't do the math.
Yeah, oh, boy. Oh, we've lost them.
No.
Oh, no. Keep alive.
I'm still seeing them rise.
Okay, well, you're still rooting for the 69. What if they lose their 70th game, Steve's out.
Oh, then I'm done. I'm forever. I'm now a Tampa Bay fan.
Yeah,
Wow.
well, it's really hard because you've got all of your energy tied into the new Seahawks season as well as the impending Kraken season and Sunday's preseason game, the first one of their history. So, yeah,
I know that's all stars. And some people were wondering, like, the games on Root Sports, and some people were like, I don't have Root. They're going to show some of the preseason games. They're also going to be on King 5. If you just check King 5's website, they have a listing of, they're going to show a few of the preseason Kraken games on King 5. So that'll be pretty cool. And I was looking on Root Sports. Their pregame coverage for this Sunday is going to be pretty awesome. So I think the game's at 6. So from 5 to 6, they're doing a pregame show. But I think from like 4:30 to 5, they're doing Kraken 101 or Hockey 101 for those.
I saw that. Yeah.
Nice. So I thought that was pretty cool. If you're new to hockey, you might want to check that out or DVR it, so that way you can kind of get a little bit of a scoop on like some of the different rules that apply to hockey that you might not know.
I may have already done that, Steve, for that very reason.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. Very, very exciting. 206-421-ROCK, text us at 77999. It's listeners on the loose.
Somebody needed our advice.
Oh, here we go.
She said, my husband just started golfing a couple of years ago, and he's been kind of a nut for it since, well, and I think it's pretty great. He's doing it. He's keeping active. But now he's gone over the edge, and he wants to build a putting green in our backyard.
Ooh.
Yes, he wants a putting green. So he looked into the prices and found a 300-square-foot putting green that's about $5,500. But the person selling it to him said that that's not big enough for long putts, so now he wants a 400-foot long putting green in our backyard, which is about $6,500. It's not that we can't afford it, but I think we should be spending our money on something else that we could both enjoy, like a trip or some home improvements. What do you guys think?
Well, I think you're thinking all wrong about this, is that, if he's going to spend $6,500 on that, then you go, okay, what do I get?
That's of equal or greater value.
I mean, look, and I think it's fair. I mean, that's a significant investment, unless they're Bill Gates. I mean, and she knows the finances better than I do, but $6,500 is a lot of money to drop on something. But
they said it's not that we can't afford it. So I feel like they're in a comfortable enough position where $6,500 is not a dent in their wallet.
Well, if it's not a dent in their wallet, then I don't know what she's complaining about. I really don't. I mean, Steve, it's like I can afford some things, but I'm still like, ooh, that's a lot of money. And then there are things that aren't a dent in my wallet, and that's because I wouldn't complain. If it was like a board game, my wife is never going to say, oh, hey, he got a board game. What do I want? I just wonder. I think that maybe it is a little bit more than something, but it's a tough one.
If he can afford it, it makes him happy. Then he doesn't have to always leave. So, like, if he just wants to get some putting in, he could go in the backyard. I say, let him get it.
Yeah. There's something going on here, Steve. I'm with you. Normally, if they really could afford it, what's the problem? What is the problem? Could she afford, to get something that cost? Could their wallet take that, where she gets $6,500 worth of a trip or something?
I don't know. I'm not in charge of their finances as much as I've tried to be.
I think it's interesting, too, that sometimes when you're in a couple, it's like, you're going to spend that money, we should do it together. I mean, it's like, you got to have your own things once in a while, too. You really do.
And one time she said, let the man be happy.
That's why I say go do something yourself. If you really do have that kind of money, then you do $6,500 worth of fun. And you do it without him. What the heck, right? If you want to do it with him, great, but you can also do it without him. I wonder what's going on here, really, Steve.
You know what? I'll give you their number. You call them and set up a meeting between the two.
I want to follow up. That's what I want.
So it's a 400-foot putting thing. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, and Steve, you look, those putting greens are pretty much, you're on your way to having a fake grass in the entire backyard. I say go for it. Just make the whole backyard fake grass. Because they do.
Yeah. And then put holes in there. That's all. You're good to go.
I mean, guys like you and I, we don't have the putting green level of the fake grass, but they do make it that short if you wanted it. And, I mean, then you could have your whole yard as a putting, you could be like a mini golf place.
Unless maybe she wants something in the backyard that's not a golf course.
Oh, you know what? She's really got a lot of demands. She's unreasonable.
I don't know why she listens to our show. She seems like a very unreasonable human being.
I know. I mean, who doesn't want a golf course in their backyard? Mini golf. Come on.
Once again, to quote that texter, let the man be happy.
Yeah, if indeed it doesn't hit your wallet, like you said, and you can afford it, then what is the issue? I think there's something else going on here, Steve. That's my opinion.
Someone said, can you repeat or share the information again to watch that Hockey 101, please? Yeah, it's on Root Sports on Sunday. So I think it's around 4 or 4:30. They're going to have a whole special about hockey, and that way you can learn some of the rules and stuff, and then the pregame show, and then the actual game against Vancouver.
Yeah, which is a preseason
coming live
game
from Spokane.
Oh, yeah. This is exciting. Oh, yeah. And the Hockey 101 is a great idea. And you're right, Steve. Keep that DVR just in case as the season goes on, you go, wait, I forget what that's about again. Why are we icing? What's going on?
And then there's always Snoop Dogg Hockey 101 that's on YouTube.
I love that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's always available.
Someone said if you had $6,500, what would you buy right now? New goalie gear.
Oh, there you go. Look, you've got it. You
Custom Kraken colors.
Does that cost $6,500?
No, less than that,
Oh,
thankfully.
so what else would you get with that? I mean, you have $6,500 to play with.
Couple more jerseys, right?
Couple of Kraken goalie jerseys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Get one for the frame, get one to wear the white version, the away version, and yeah, you're good.
My name, player. Oh, speaking of Kraken, have you guys seen Brandon Tanev's new promotional picture for the Kraken?
I have not.
He's the guy who made waves because his last promo picture when he was with Pittsburgh Penguins looked like he saw a ghost, and he joked about that, like his eyes were bugging.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Well, he kept the theme going, and the one for that's the one right there. It's on the Kraken social media page.
Oh, that is fantastic.
He's giving crazy eyes again for the promo picture.
Oh, Brandon, you're the best.
He's going to be a rock star here in Seattle.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like he's about to explain to you what his favorite Tool song is, and at length.
Yeah. Or he went to the doctor not knowing that was going to be one of the things that was getting done to him.
Surprise! Oh, there you go. That's right.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Kind of look on his face.
Dr. Jellyfinger's here to see you. What?
And I saw they said that something to the extent of the Kraken sold more jerseys in the first couple of days than like any team has ever done. You know, with an unveiling of a new jersey, whether it be expansion or just a new jersey design, and they crushed the numbers that Las Vegas fans did for the Vegas jerseys.
That's right, Vegas. Yeah, we're coming for you.
I think the top one was Grubauer, and then right up there, was Brandon Tanev as well.
That is
13.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like, is it? I mean, obviously it's the Pacific Northwest, but I'm wondering how many out of zone purchases came from that. To contribute to that number.
I think a good number, not like obviously I think people here in the Northwest probably bought the bulk of them, but I've seen a lot of people on different like Facebook groups that are like from different towns that have adopted the Kraken as like their second favorite team, or one of their favorite players is now on the team, so they're going to be rooting for them, and people that just straight up just like the jersey and the look of it.
Yeah, if you're in one conference, you can easily, if you're in Eastern Conference, your team's in the Eastern Conference, you can easily love the Kraken, because the chances that both those teams are going to get to the Cup will be usually are slim anyway.
And you worry about that when the moment happens.
Yeah, I've seen somebody do that recently. I was behind a car, and they have two teams, and I noticed it was baseball and hockey, and they were both in different zones. Somebody liked the Leafs, and then on the other side they liked the Flames, and then it was the Athletics, and then it was the Tigers. And I'm like, all right, well, you know what? They're all in different divisions, at least in different places, so that you can like a team, and they probably won't face each other in the championship game, probably.
Yeah, but maybe it's also they're a couple that share a car.
Oh, that could be that too. Oh, and then that side of the car, because it was on the left side a couple and then the right side a couple.
You never know.
So it could be, all right. I like that idea.
I don't know.
That's a house divided. You've seen that, the house divided.
Like I've seen also even like my wife's family, like the grandma has it's like WSU and then UW joint license plate holder, because one of their grandkids went to WSU, one of her grandkids went to UW.
Oh yeah, so she's got to figure that out. That's the only way she can do it.
It's a family divided.
Yeah. All right, there's a big question that needs to be answered right now. What do Ryan Castle and a smart speaker have in common? I'm going to tell you at 9:50 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and a smart speaker have in common?
The speaker part.
Oh, yeah, because just the speaker now. I get it, because you're not smart.
I got 50% of that.
Yeah, you did.
Texter one says they both blast in Steve's face.
Yeah.
Steve likes to turn on both.
Wow, this is graphic. Yeah.
He does it with his voice.
Yeah, he does.
They both have a Bluetooth. I didn't know Bluetooth.
There's a 44-year-old thief in Germany who broke into a kindergarten classroom back in April and stole a strange assortment of things, including a laptop, picture books, cups and glasses, some fish sticks, and pasta. And the jerk also took a smart speaker that they were using to play children's stories. And that, unfortunately, was where things went bad for him. Because a month or so after the break-in, he downloaded news stories onto that device, and it revealed his location to the manufacturers, who passed it along to the police.
What a dummy.
Yeah. So it was the speaker that did him in, not the laptop that he stole. So, yeah, he's...
Did they get the fish sticks back?
No, afraid those.
I was going to ask, did he eat the pasta or did he use it for artwork?
Oh, good call. Yeah, because usually, at that age, you're using it for artwork. Oh.
And eating it.
Yeah.
And the glue.
Oh, yeah, the glue. Yeah. Ryan Castle, he's not eating glue, but he does have a 12-pack.
Baby. BJ and Migs play of the day.
Some people are bringing back the old names. Some of these, younger couples are bringing back old names.
I should almost mess with people when I'm out and about with Tatum and just if someone's like, "What's your daughter's name?" Like Gertrude. And just see what they say.
Little Gertie.
Gotta bring it back, man. I mean, they gotta go old school again.
It's like around here with Galloping Gertie. That's kind of fun, but again, you have to be ancient in order to know that either.
I say, I named her after the bridge.
Yeah. I named her where she was conceived.
Wow, on a bridge?
Well, I'm just saying.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another question from a listener. I have a mountain of credit card bills and consumer debt. Can I still keep my house if I file bankruptcy?
Yes, you almost always can keep your home and your house, your car in a bankruptcy. Depending on what type of bankruptcy you file, would depend on whether or not, for example, you can keep your vehicles if you have payments on them still. You can almost always keep your home if you're current on the payments on your home, even in full bankruptcy. In Chapter 13, you can also keep those items. If you're behind on your house, you could catch your house payments up in a Chapter 13, take off a second mortgage in a Chapter 13. So keeping your primary assets like a home and car is almost always possible in bankruptcy.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. And thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the smart Whirlpool top-load washer featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.